this is a little bit of a different recording today. I'm actually at a Guild Ball tournament tomorrow. What a local one it is, but also in a week's time it's a Vengeance. So I figured I'd do a bit of what I'm taking to the tournament tomorrow and what I probably will take to Vengeance as well. This is basically my Union team. I've been playing them since Season 3 got released. Before that I was playing Morticians with a bit of Brewers, which I still own and I'll probably still play. I will go back to play some more of in the future. But for this time it's my Union, which on the screen at the moment you can sort of see the Union team. It's a little bit out of focus. Let's see if we can get it a bit better in focus while we're talking. So it'll 16 play. Well, it's going to be a 12-player tournament tomorrow rather than 16, rather than full 16 because we've had a few dropouts. But it should still be 3-4 rounds. We've got some very good players in the local area. Going to be probably a lot of alchemists and fish players with maybe a few hunters. With the new 4 players from the hunters who come out, so that'll be interesting. My team, I have 2 captains. I have Brisket and Rage rather than Blackheart. So I have Brisket. There's been a bit of scratching on there. Hopefully this weekend I'm going to have some time to touch up. Reason I've taken Brisket and Rage over Blackheart as my 2 captains is Blackheart's really good, can do a bit of combat, bit of knockouts and a bit of going. These 2 give me the extremes, and at the moment, I'll be honest, it seems to be the extremes to be the way you're going. If you're going to go for goals, you go for goals fully. And if I'm doing a goal scoring team, I've got Harry, I've got Snakeskin, I've got Avarice and Green, and I've got Mist hiding at the back. It's a limited edition Mist. You can definitely tell he's male rather than some of the older poses. So for me at the moment, the reason I've taken the two captains is because if I'm not wanting to try and score a team, Rage is very good at just basically laying the beat down, and then I'm going to have Avarice and Green in both Avarice and Green is pretty much going to be in every lineup I play because he can do everything. He's a bit of a goal scorer, and he's very good at setting up and damaging players. So I tend to take them in every team. I have Minx, who again rarely doesn't see play because she's very fast. She allows me to go and chase the ball down quickly, and snared is such a good condition. Reducing the opponent's defense and movement is such a brutal ability. I take Strongbox over Coin because Strongbox's aura is passive, while Coin's is something. Coin's bag of coins, you have to trigger it, which means you've got to activate Coin before you can use it. So I find the extra attack from being within having the opponent within 4 inches of Strongbox just an easier ability just to be able to use effectively when I want. Probably the 2 choices in this team which people might be surprised at are Gutter and Snakeskin. So Gutter was very popular in season 1 and 2. She had a lot of ability. She was really good. She allowed you to pull players in. She had 2-inch melee and she had saving blows. So it was a really good all-round player. The chain grab's now only off for playbook, so yeah, she has to be in melee before she can use it. Reason I've got her, she's a 2-inch melee. She's probably for Vengeance going to get dropped for Benediction, who's the new church guild member coming out. They are they're being pre-released at Vengeance, and we can use them at Vengeance if we bought them at Vengeance, which is going to be the only place you can buy them. So we're going to. So I'm using Benediction. Grace may or may not get swapped out for Snakeskin, but for the time being, my plan is Gus has been dropped for Benediction, and the rest of the team's probably going to stay the same. Harry is another 2-inch melee person. His momentous hat is really nice, being able to reduce the cost of momentous teamwork abilities. So being able to dodge for free or taking a snapshot on one, really good. Push is a 2-inch melee, which can be very useful. And he's got a lot of pushes, knockdowns, he's just a good all-round player. Snakeskin, I am taking, because if I'm taking Brisket, she's great to go and grab the ball, hold on to it, basically run, put Nimble up, put Clone up, and go, I've got the ball, you can't get it off me. Right, you can't get it off me easily. So she will basically sit there holding the ball until Brisket's ready to go and score a goal towards the back end of turn one. If I'm receiving. If I'm kicking, Snakeskin may or may not make the team, because Brisket usually kicks off and then goes and chases after the ball and goes, I'm going to score before you get a chance. Other than that, I think that's everybody in my team. So my 9 is Vet Rage and Season Brisket, Gutter, Harry, Snakeskin, Avarice and Greed, who are 1-cap player, Minx, Miss, with Strongbox as my only mascot. As I say, choice of 9. Right, you've got limitations. While I'm here, I'm also going to show you my tournament tray box. Bit of a honest opinion here. It's my design, so it's what it is. So, what's so interesting about this tray that I've got to show people? Well, see the top, space for the cards, space for pens, dice, whatever you want. And then it goes into 3 layers. So, underneath that, I have all my tokens and widgets. So, all my player tokens, my conditions, and my extra tokens, because I have a few extra tokens in here which not everybody uses. Some people do, some people don't. So I have Vengeance token, so if I get that playbook effect, I've got Vengeance. Activation tokens, so I know who's activating and who hasn't, because sometimes I can't remember. I've got 2 types of tokens. I've got Take a Breather. Oops. Let's bring that up so you can see it better. I have Take a Breather. Come on, focus. There we go. Take a breather. And come on, mate. Because one of my big things I find is I forget who I've healed. So I just have a few tokens which I throw out, and obviously my influence and my collection of widgets, which, well, there's all the standard widgets in there. There's 1-inch melee ranges, so I can sort of work out if I can get around somebody out the melee. My extra tokens from my players I'm not playing. Pot holder card storage. Plenty of those being floated around. That's one I've cut myself, but I know some guy. I think the original ones were first seen by some guys down in the south, and Bendy Boys now make them. I cut my own. I don't sell them. I'm not planning on selling them. Scatter widgets, just because, again, we just wanted to fit in with the rest of mine. These have the Yorkshire Guild Ball logo on. I'm not sure if you'll be able to see it, but we'll see. Yeah, there you go. Yorkshire Gilbo, so the White Rose of Yorkshire. As I'm one of the admin on there. Ball bath, just a 8-inch ball path, so it's 30mm wide, so you can work out if it's any model, the balls go crossing over anybody's bases when it scatters. Standard measurement rulers, nothing particularly special about those. Steppers. These have been seen. I've seen these in many forms. Frozen form, use. Lots of independent ones have been cut. I cut my own, so basically it's front to back. So if a model's there, moves to there, it's moved 3 inches, and that's a 30mm one, and there's a set of 40mm in there as well. I've also done them with 30mm bases on them, so if I'm moving them around, don't have to put a base down and keep moving. That just means it's a bit quicker and smoother to play with. And there's some 1-inch ones in there, and there's a mixture of 2 and 3s, and then there's the same for the 40mm. Anything else in there? Don't think so. I think that's about everything. So it's all useful stuff. It all packs away nicely and out my way, and keeps everything organised. I know where stuff is, and I can just use it. And then on the next level, which again is my dice roller box. It also, while I'm transporting stuff around, any larger stuff gets thrown in there. In gameplay, when I'm actually playing games, my rings and such like just fit in there, as does my pen and my small. I only tend to carry my 1, 2, 3-inch widget combined now because I've got the measurement rulers, but I still find that can be useful just quickly to measure distances. Some people know me from these. I've been using them since season 1. Lots of people have been seeming to pick them up in season 3. Not sure what's changed, but people seem to love them. These are single-sided cards for Gilbo. I've basically taken both sides, I've put them together so people can print them out, and these are laminated, so I literally can just write on them with a white white pen and wipe them off. During the game time, I find it a lot easier to see front and back of a card without having to flip over. There's no chance of me wiping damage off on a person, which just did occasionally happen, so I've done that for myself. And I offered them to the community, and lots of people seem to be downloading them and using them. And then we've got my dice, which I have a big collection of dice in here. I have my pundit dice, because I am a pundit. I have my Yorkshire Gilbo dice, which are the blue Yorkshire with a gold. I'm going to focus. It's a bit small. I may just grab a screenshot. So it's basically just the Yorkshire Gilbo. It's the Yorkshire logo with Yorkshire Gilbo round. And then I've just got some dice from different clubs. So I'm involved in running a breast cancer brawl locally for War Machine. 1 year, a group of 3 or 4 of us went from my local club, which is Bradford Gaming Society, and I was dealing with an order for club dice. Got a pile of black ones, and at the time I asked the committee if I could get maybe 20, 30 of these dice done in pink for the BCB, which is what I did. So I carry a few of them around with me at all times just because they're nice and remind me that the charity work I do. And then there's the Smogcon dice, which are. There's a few floating around, but not many people have those. And then there's the Battle Hammer. Oh, you know those loudmouth Southerners. We get on rather well. So yeah, I've got one of their dice, and I've got Wildstorm, because for some mad reason, some of us from the local area, which is around Leeds, decide to travel down for a 1-day event to Great Yarmouth. Twice. Once we did it in one day. We travelled down there and came back in the same day. Well, it wasn't the same day because We left about 4 in the morning, got back about 1, 2 the next morning. So out of the house 22 hours. Second day we stayed over in a hotel on the night. That was a lot better plan. So we're doing that. Other than that, so that's good. That's basically my dice rolling tray. So when I'm playing a game, I can roll dice in it, and they're all set out of the way. Obviously, the rest of the dice won't be in there. They'll be in the top of my tray, and then I just roll. I felted it just to mean there's deaden some of the sound from the dice rolling. So that is basically a 3-level tray. I've stained it, so it's got a nice old oak look finish with, and the catches on it are these nice looking brass ones. They're not anything special, but they look quite nice. Just throw all this stuff back in here so I can shut it all up and not have to unpack, get it out again. Just get all the cards out, so they also go in there. Probably get a lucky band for them at some point. So that's the top, and it all just slots back in, all clips on. So once I take the models off this, it can be transported. It will get put in my bag, and it'll be fine to transport. It will go to the tournament like that, and I'm ready to play within 5-10 minutes. So, as I say, my team for the weekend with my nice Union hand at the back. So this is the first part of the video. This won't be going up till I've done the second part. Second part will be after the tournament, which is tomorrow morning. So hopefully when I get home tomorrow evening, I won't be too knackered, and I can just do how I did or how I didn't do, which is usually more the case. I'm not the best player around. I play I go to these events because it's a social thing. I enjoy myself. We will see how I do. There's a lot of people there who I get on with and I enjoy having games with, so I'll have a lot of fun. Whatever happens, we'll see what happens. Oh, I know what I haven't shown. I'm doing. I do a lot of the terrain for the local venue. So what I've just done is I've just done some ice patches. Bit of acrylic, bit of wood, quick paint job. Just because we're a bit short on fast ground pitches, so I thought I'd do something a bit new, something new for the event. I've also done some other stuff, but again, these so I've done the guild logos on plinths, so for barriers. So I've done the alchemists, the fish, and the butchers. So basically just on plinth, so they make nice good blocking pieces of terrain, nice and easy, nice and simple. I'm going to do some other stuff which don't use the tournament logos in because can't sell those. And well, it's not even so much I can't sell them, it's just I wouldn't. I'll obviously do some different things. I got the idea when I was building Start, but my goal for this team, and I figured I could do something similar, just use them as barriers for events. So that's it for now. I will see people. You'll see a bit of a wavy screen, and I will be back tomorrow evening with how I did. So for now, bye for now. We ended up with 12 players. We actually had one drop out in round one. He managed to do himself an injury, and he just he ended up going home. So we had one. Overall for the day, I went 3-1, which is a lot better than I expected actually. Only thing about the tournament was I ended up playing basically all the locals, none of the new people I hadn't played before. So I went 3-1. I came fourth. I took the team I talked about yesterday. No changes, no last minute. Or maybe I should have taken him or her over somebody else. took the team I took. I played Brisket 3 rounds and Rage once, and I lost on the Rage badge. That may have maybe something to do with it, or maybe not. I may have just chosen. I played Rage into Corsair Fish to see. I was kicking, and I decided with Fish, I didn't want to basically go for a goal scoring game and get in this bounce. He's receives the ball, he scores first, I score in response, he scores, I score, he scores, he wins. 12-8. Didn't feel I needed to do something different. So I ended up trying to go for a more beat down team, and any 12-5, possibly should have been 12-7. Got into a position where basically was AoE hitting a knockdown Jack with starting range. I got and singled out and some support, and I was rolling quite a few dice. Jack was on. If I'd hit all 4 cyber blows, Jack was dead. I missed what I didn't get a cyber blow on one of the attacks, so he stayed alive on 1 health. I think it was. I think I did 2 damage to him rather than 3. And so that would have been 12-7. Couple of things I forgot. Corsair, I forgot the ability he has to nick a ball off a player. So I left the ball on Minx, and he nicked the ball, and the ball ended up going half around the pitch and scoring a goal before I could stop it. Overall, good game. That was the second game. So we'll go through these games. So I've talked about the second game. We'll talk about the first game now. Played Masons. Ended 12-2. He had Honor Harmony, Brick, Marbles, Mallet, and Flint. So he had the original 6. And yeah, I kicked off. He grabbed the ball, kicked the ball to somebody. I looked at it and went, I could possibly get a goal here. He went and grabbed the ball, kicked it back to Honor. I went, I could possibly get a goal here. And then tried it, and once I'd moved in, I went, oh, wait a moment, she's got 2 armour there. This isn't going to happen, because I was rolling 5 dice. I was engaged by extra players, so I was only rolling 3 dice, and that's not going to happen. That was my own fault. So got her out of trouble due to a couple of hits. I managed to dodge away from one of the and then just dodge into cover and just gone, right, I can't score with her, but I can get, if she's in a position where she's a threat, she's going to have to do something with her. And only Brick and Mallet were only 2 guys with the melee ranges to get into without her going off. He ran off with the ball with Philip, ran round the pitch, ran down one side, ran round. Couldn't score turn 1 because of positioning. Couldn't score turn 2 because he messed up. He just didn't realise. He didn't realise just what he needed to do. So, and he managed to take greed out. It's a bit of an annoyance, but yeah, we'll cope with it. At that point, I was beating down on. Well, Marbles got killed because it's Marbles. Billy gets in position to try and score a goal. And the next turn, and Greed came back on the pitch and went, "Hello, Flint," and Mist also got that there. So Biscuit, Greed was next to him. Mist hit him once, nicked the ball. Tried to nick the ball, close control triggered, hit him again, nicked the ball. Mist walks off, gives Biscuit the ball, and Biscuit goes in and scores with a plum goal because of do love 2 up plus defense guys. I got singled out of turnover with Avarice. She just wears in, gets to the plum and kicks the ball through the small gap in his team and gets 5 VP. And with the takeout, so marbles being taken out didn't hurt me at all. Then he kicked the ball out. I don't remember what he did. He put it on somebody in my grabbed it and went back to Biscuit, and Biscuit went, "Man, we're just going to score a game." And scored a game with another plump because it was the next term. So went to 11, and Marbles went out again. Got me over VP. As I say, he took Greed out, and the rest of the game was a bit of a slogfest. I was using momentum to keep my guys in it, so he just couldn't. I wasn't letting him get multiple players on one team play. I was very much man marking them. It worked. Game 2, I've already spoken about. Played a Fisherman Corsair. Took Reg and Rage, try something different. Was it the right decision? I think it could have been, but I think I needed to do something slightly different. Third game was against Hunters, playing somebody who I play a lot. And normally lose to, I'll be honest. He was trying out Schaefer and a lot of the new players. Veg and Hearn, Ulfa, Snow, and the new captain. He also had... Who else did he have? Who was his other players? I can't remember. Give me a moment. Let me go and dig up the... just going to go and dig up the sheet, because J-Car and Chaska. It became a slog. We both ended the game with a couple of minutes on the clock. I won 12-6. I feel the game, that didn't reflect the game. I think it should have been 12-8, 12-10. I feel it should have been closer than it was. I got 2 goals, 2 takeouts. He got 1 goal, 1 takeout. Again, Greed got killed. Greed seems to get killed a lot. I really should try and keep him alive, but he does seem to get beaten on a lot. Brisky got both my goals in that game. This seems common trait here. He killed the ball multiple times. Minx had to run off the ball and kick it off the pitch to get it back into play because it was just in the middle of nowhere. Nobody was going to get to it. Nobody could get to it. Minx had to take 2 turns to get to it. Luckily, I got the initiative, and I literally went and grabbed the ball and kicked it off the pitch and got it back in the middle. And luckily, the scatter ended nicely for me. So Brisket went and got the ball and went, "I'm going to go and score now." So that happened. And then my last game was against my good old mate Dan Garnett from Infinity Idiots with Cogs. He took Ballista, Mainspring, Locus. Who else did he have? Velocity and Hoist and Ratchet. And that was a 12-4. He got 2 takeouts. I got 2 takeouts, 2 goals. With my union, that's pretty much what I'm probably going to do most games with Brisket. Because, yeah, Brisket can't do anything if she hasn't got the ball. The rest of the union can definitely do a beat him. So, I find in that 12-2, rather than the 3 goals, 3 takeouts, 3 goals, no takeouts. If I'm lucky, I might get 2 goals, 1 takeout due to the couple of plums. I can't rely on it though because I seem to beat on the mascots. They seem to that 1 VP. Okay, I have to do another takeout, but I've got a plum. That's fine. I can do that. It just helps. Technically, if I get 2 plums and a takeout on a normal player, that's 12. Yeah, I'd probably get a beat on the easier target. It's easy. And it allows me to do so. Timing today wasn't a problem. Bar the game against the Hunters, I didn't get close to clocking out. The Hunter game, it was one of those games. We were both having to think. I'm starting to feel like I know how Cannon plays. Cannon knows how I play. It gets messy. And we just ended up having to use a lot of time trying to work out the best way of getting into him without making a mistake and letting the opponent get into the game. So, changes for Vengeance. I am probably dropping Snakeskin. I'm probably dropping Gutter, even though Gutter did do work in one game. The side blow of the Fisherman was great. I like her. I probably would have feel Benediction. I feel was a better option. Still keeps me in the 2-inch melee. I'll actually put the card up on screen now, so we can talk a bit about Benediction because he's interesting. Let me just get him up so I can remember exactly what we're talking about. Where are we? Conversation. I had a number of conversations about him recently. Dig out the. So, yeah, we've got two for Vengeance. We've got two new players coming out. We've got Benediction and Grace. We're being pre-released a week early at the event, and we can use them. Don't have to be painted. I'm tempted to take my models and my paint and try and get Benediction painted on the night, on the Friday night before the event on the Saturday. I don't think I'm going to use Grace. I can't work out who to drop for her. I was originally thinking possibly drop Snake Skin for her, but I find Snake Skin is very good at into certain matchups. She's incredible. It's a female beater which helps against the charm male characters, etc. But Benediction, he is 4'6", so he's not the fastest character on the pitch. But so he's going to lose. I'm going to lose some speed with Gutter, but he's going to be very good at holding the centre. Tat 6, 2-6 kick, 3 defence, 2 armour, 2-4 influence, which is 2-4 influence means he's still bringing the influence to the pitch. It's quite nice. What I do like about him is the fact that he does have regen, so he starts the main phase, he heals twice, so he has 19 health. That's going to keep him going. He's impart wisdom or character trait aura. While within this aura, a friendly model may make character plays that target a friendly model. This model may be the origin model instead of the model making the character play. So potentially that allows Brisket to get somebody to kick the ball from 12 inches away. Yes, she can't kick too brisk. It just helps in the distances somewhat. Is it the best? I'm not sure. Healing from Hemlock, if I take Hemlock, could be really good. He gets a free counter attack once per turn with poise. That's quite nice. He's with 2-inch melee. He gets to counter. He has for 1 or for Guild Ball symbol, which is on 3 hits. So with Tat 6 3 hits against the average player for 1. May or may not get it, probably won't most times, but we will get it sometimes. Plus 2 armour. So he goes to, and that is a rate within 5 inches. Can be himself as well. It is once per turn, so he can only use it once. Gains 2 armour, so on him he goes to 3-4. Yeah, try and get the ball off a free counter attacking guy when he's got you're taking 4 successes off him. I think even Boar and Rage might struggle to do something to him properly, but obviously they will do. And then he counterattacks and he's got pushes on. He's got a single push on 1, a double push on 2, and double push and damage at the top of his playbook on 6, and a knockdown. He's not getting the ball. His tackles on 4. I'll probably just take the momentous knockdown of that, but it's all right. Stand firm. He costs 1, can give somebody sturdy against once per turn, makes them immune to knockdowns. That's really good. I like him just to sort of sit in the middle of the field and go, you come near any of my friends, I'm going to beat on you. Grace, who's the other player, who, as I say, I'm not sure if I'm going to use her at the weekend or not, because I can't make my mind up if I like her. Just because there's only so many things I can do in a turn. I must have shut it. Bring her back up. I'm just struggling to figure out who I replace for her. I think that's my biggest problem. I like her, I just, with a 9-player roster, who do I drop to put her in? That's my feeling at the moment. Well, maybe I'll find somebody. So she is a 6'8", quite nice. She has attack 4. She's a 2-8 kick. Not the best kick in the world. Nice range, bit short of range though. She has defense 4, no armor, and 1-3. So she's only bringing 1 influence. That's somewhat negated by her bless ability, so you can give her 2 influence at the start of the turn. Not great. 2 influence at the start of her activation. Not great, but not bad. She's got an AoE, a healing AoE, so Hemlocks. She has quick foot, so it gives extra movement to somebody for 2. That's quite nice. Purity, she gets to remove an AoE within 4 inches of her. That could be a lot of fun into Alchemist. It can help. She also gets the Aura ability where this model makes a character play, a friendly model. Basically, she allows to basically hit a character play off somebody else within 6 inches of her as the target. So that healing light, which is range 4, it's effectively range 10 if there happens to be somebody in the right direction. Probably not going to be range 10, it'll be range between 6 and 10. So yeah, overall, she's 15 health. She got dodges and tackle, dodge on 1, tackle on 2, dodge tackle on 3, and a double dodge on 4. She's only tapped 4. She's generating momentum, but she's not doing a lot else. I'm struggling to see where I'll put her in the team. Maybe I'm wrong. We'll find out. I probably won't put her in the team, as I say. At the moment, I think I'm going to take Benediction, drop Gutter for Benediction, and see how that plays. Because he comes with the 2 influence. It's interesting. It's not terrible. So, other than that, I'm not planning on making any changes to my team. I'm going to touch them up over the week, and we will see where we are on Friday next week. People are lucky. I might take video with me. I may take a camera with me to do some recording. I'm going to see if my missus will let me take her camera so I can do some filming during the day rather than having my webcam. We'll see. There was 2 games from this week tournament recorded. I don't know what the quality is like. I haven't looked at them yet. I'll have a look at them over the next couple of days and decide if I'm going to upload them or not. We'll see. One of the games was me against Andy, round 1, because I was basically going, I need to make sure the audio, everything's working properly. And then game 2 was round 2. I took a game, played it on round 2, and that was Engineers v Butchers. So that could be an interesting game to watch. They're the 2 games I've got recorded. We'll see. I didn't record 3 and 4 because there was a few issues going on, and some people didn't want to be recording. And I didn't want to mess around with it too badly, so I left it. But so for the day, I went 3 and 1, came 4th. I need to score a few more VPs off the game I lost. I need to start, and that's one of the things I find. If I win, I tend to win 12-6, 12-8, 12-10 occasionally. If I lose, I tend to lose 2, 3, 4, 5 victory points. I only scored a small few number of victories, which totally messes up my VP difference. And it puts me into a position where I'm just not going to win. Overall, I was happy. I had a good day. I enjoyed all 4 games I played. Even though the guys have played before, everybody on that list I've played friendly or tournaments or both. And I feel the union is definitely starting to click now. I'm feeling happier in it. We will see where we are come end of play this time on Sunday next week. We'll see how I've done, and we'll see what happens. Anyway, that is it for now. Any questions, put them in the comments, and I will see people next time. Goodbye.